Chickpeas, roasted, organic, high in linoleic acid.
You've been healthy lately.
Part of my show prep. Some of us take our craft very seriously.
Linoleic acid, that sounds great.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, how are you? Hey, good to see you.
John, what's up, man? Yeah. All right. Yes, my friends, linoleic acid. Fun fact, not only is it very healthy, it's actually a polyunsaturated omega-6 fatty acid. You're welcome.
What is that?
Spencer's latest health craze.
Aaron, tell Spencer to cut it out and count them down.
Spencer, stop snacking. We're live in 10.
Technically, linoleic acid is an 18 carbon chain with 2 double bonds.
Stand by to cue intro.
Try 17 carbons next time.
5, 4, 3. Spencer?
Cue intro.
From around the corner and across the globe, it's time for another exciting episode of the Safety Zone. Please welcome your hosts, Spencer, Vivian, and Jared.
Hello, and welcome to the Safety Zone.
The only show dedicated to keeping our missionaries safe through video replay and analysis. Spencer, you doing okay?
You bet. It's not just...
Okay, Spencer's got a little something caught in his throat, so I'll just introduce today's topic. Diet, hygiene, and exercise. You know, it's not just accidents and injuries that can slow missionaries down.
That's right. Thank you. I got it now. Getting sick can take you out of action fast. So today we're going to try something new. We're going to look at some footage.
Are you sure you're okay? We look at footage every show, man.
Yes, but today we're going to use the latest technology, a nutrition scan.
What's a nutrition scan?
Indulge.
I mean, it did go pretty good, but...
Two different kinds of food here.
Yeah, they did.
All right, the nutrition scan is up.
Towards the end, it was a lot.
Almost full bars.
Not
Good
bad.
job.
Let's move it over to the right.
Maybe we could send them a message or something to remind them. Yeah.
Not as healthy. So are you saying it's bad to eat cereal?
I'm not saying anything of the sort. It's the nutrition scan. But to answer your question, no, cereal's not bad per se, but just watch this. Upon further review, turns out this sister eats nothing but Fruity Bites cereal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's a lot of Fruity Bites.
Indeed. Breaking news, eating the same thing all the time is bad for you. And that's just one way to let poor nutrition get the better of you.
I would think cleanliness would be at the top of the list.
Well, you're smart to say that. Also, you should be on television. Oh, wait, you are. And you should look at this, too. Two sister missionaries return home after proselyting in the morning. They've been working hard. They're hungry for lunch. Well-deserved. And voila!
Oh, look at that lunch meat.
Put away your food. Do the dishes. These are basics.
Simple things. Disgusting, right?
Yeah.
It gets better. Jerem, Vivian, the trusty street vendors.
They abide every rule of cleanliness there is, right? All the time? No flies show up either, right?
I don't know.
Sure
It's a
they do.
less than 10 fly policy.
Man, it almost makes you want to stick to cereal for every meal.
That's probably a better option than what we just witnessed. Now, how about a round of That's More Like It? That's more like it. Take these, elders. Out-of-the-box meals and fast food can be convenient. But I'm telling you, nothing beats taking the time to plan and prepare delicious and wholesome meals. And these elders, Vivian, what are they looking for?
Not Fruity Bites cereal, that's for sure. They're picking out local fruits and vegetables, and it looks like they're following a simple rule. The more variety and color, the better for you.
And these missionaries in another part of the world are preparing the local food they just bought. Now, closely look at this. In some parts of the world, simple rinsing or even rigorous washing isn't enough. A mild bleach solution is needed to make sure all microbes are eliminated. And then these two sister missionaries in a neighborhood market. Watch closely.
Hey, bolsas of milk. I haven't seen that since my mission in Brazil. And it looks like these missionaries are checking to see which milk has been pasteurized. Good job, sisters.
So you're saying prepare your own food when you can, choose healthy fruits and vegetables with bright colors, wash those items thoroughly with bleach if necessary. Did I get it all?
And don't eat fly-covered street vendor food.
I almost forgot that.
Nutritious food is one part of the equation. When we come back, my favorite, it'll be hygiene time.
When we return, Spencer tackles hygiene.
We're out.
That didn't sound right. Spencer tackles hygiene?
I just want to know how you didn't throw up through that kitchen scene.
I closed my eyes.
Hey, Hank.
Yep.
We didn't have time for this footage. You might want to take a look. Ramen noodles?
I love ramen noodles. What's wrong with ramen noodles?
Nothing. Till you realize this is the 33rd night in a row these elders are having ramen noodles for dinner.
I don't love ramen noodles that much.
And we're back in 5, 4, 3.
Roll the bumper.
Welcome back. As promised, it's hygiene time.
Spencer tackles hygiene.
Wow.
I didn't know you could tackle anything.
Tackle this. Let's talk about cleanliness. It's a pretty simple equation. The cleaner things are, the fewer germs get spread. So take the time to clean.
I love that these elders aren't just sweeping crumbs onto the floor. They're really making sure their food prep area is spotless.
Clean water is just as important. In many places, missionaries are provided with countertop and portable water filter systems.
Good idea. Water quality varies around the world.
And that clean water is not just for drinking or cooking, but for washing fruits and vegetables too.
Right you are once again, Vivian. It's all about a culture of cleanliness.
Culture like bacteria culture?
As I was saying, it's all about...
So if I watch mold grow on sandwich meat in the fridge, is that cultural awareness?
Why do you do the things that you do? Maybe the most important aspect of the culture of cleanliness is hand washing.
Did you know regular hand washing with soap can reduce germ-related health risks by up to 80%?
Wrong, 79.7%, Professor. The important thing is to use soap. Lather up, scrub those hands for 20 to 30 seconds.
I actually have a little trick. While you're scrubbing, sing the primary song Happy Happy Birthday to yourself.
In your mind, right?
Probably for you, yes.
Wow.
So to recap on the subject of hygiene, clean food, clean water, clean apartment, and clean hands.
All right, you got it, which leads us to our final element of healthy living.
Exercise.
Okay, watch this footage. Don't comment until we're all the way done. Just watch.
How can apply to her?
Yeah, we definitely need to help her understand.
Absolutely request with him. And then if we have time, we'll set up his program. That's great. Good to see you. Thank you.
We need to start working with the Gilbert family.
All right, my colleagues, what did all of these scenes have in common?
Name tags.
Besides name tags.
Physical motion. Missionaries move a lot. Being a missionary is physically demanding.
Even though you just took a shot at me, you're still my favorite TV personality. Yes, physical motion.
And because missionaries are in motion all the time, they need to keep their bodies strong through regular exercise.
Surprisingly correct.
Why surprisingly? Can I be your favorite TV personality?
No, you can't. Here's the thing. Regular exercise doesn't need to be anything fancy. Watch once again. No matter where in the world you serve, you can and should exercise for 30 minutes each day. Rain or shine, winter or summer, inside or outside. You don't need special equipment or a gym. Make use of what's around you. And you and your companion don't need to do exactly the same exercises. Just make sure not to separate.
That's a good point.
The important thing is to get your body in motion and feel the exhilarating, rejuvenating effects of working those muscles. Breathe in that life-giving oxygen, clearing your head and enlivening your soul.
Hallelujah!
Here's the thing about exercise. It helps control weight. It combats health issues. It improves mood. It boosts energy. And it promotes better sleep.
5 benefits that any and every missionary would love. Let's recap.
Recap, rewind.
So, recap, rewind. Proper diet, good hygiene,
A culture of cleanliness.
and regular exercise. A great recipe for missionary health. And do you have a real-life story to end with?
Absolutely. Hank, cue the segment intro.
Let's get real.
This is another important story. Our young missionaries sometimes forget that staying healthy and free of disease is their responsibility, not someone else's.
I remember when Riley, my little sister, opened her mission call. It was New Year's Day, and we all gathered here in this big room, and she starts to open it, and I remember her just looking at the paper, then looking up right at me, and she's just like, no way.
Dear Sister Ward, you are hereby called to serve as a missionary of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You're assigned to live in the Nicaragua.
I'd actually just gotten back from that mission 6 months prior. I looked at my mom, and my mom was just like, oh no.
When I found out that Riley was going to the same mission as Jackson, at first I was, very worried and nervous. I wasn't nervous about, safety type stuff. I was more nervous about health things.
The attitude I had going into the mission is I'm not a sissy. My dad didn't raise me like that, and I was going to do whatever I needed to do in order to teach this message.
Everything was kind of fresh in my mind. I was able to give her some good advice on what to eat, what not to eat.
And he did share rat stories with me and his house and how he showered also. And so he gave me a pretty good warning of what I was getting myself into.
When I drank bad water is when I felt the worst. And so one thing I just told her, I was like, make sure you have clean water.
When I first got there, I was so excited, honestly. I was excited to get to know this culture, get to know these different people. More than anything, I was just excited to get out there and serve, but I was just in shock of how I was going to be sleeping and showering and eating and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome. Hermana Ward fue asignada a una área de la misión en el área de Puerto Cabezas. Este es un área donde hay mucha gente que es pobre y las condiciones de salud no son las óptimas o las mejores.
I was in the part of the country that was the poorest, and down there they don't have running water. It's just the people drank out of well water. There was times where I didn't drink the water. I had my own water bottle, but there was lots of times where I was accepting a glass full of well water, and sometimes you would get a glass full of water that has ants in it or dirt in it, and you just look down at it and you're like, oh no, am I supposed to drink this? Like, they're right here looking at me.
They have nothing, and they want to give you anything that they do have. They're so happy and so excited to give it to you. And so it makes it super tough that when there is something that could make you sick, to tell them no.
Desde que entran a la misión se les enseña qué deben de comer y qué no deben de comer. Y ellos necesitan decirle a los miembros sus reglas de comida.
Gracias, hermano. Los miembros no se ofenden si nosotros le decimos la verdad desde el principio.
I remember there was one night where I just had really bad stomach pains. And I was laying in bed and I didn't know what was going on. I started getting really hot. I woke up the next morning and I had a really high fever. I think it was a 104 fever, and I just felt awful. And so we called my mission president's wife, and she told us to go to the nearest clinic. The doctor gave me lots of tests, and he actually did an ultrasound on me, and he said that because of what I was eating and drinking, I had damaged the inside of my stomach.
A causa de no decir no a los miembros. Y por pena, ella se puso muy mal de salud.
I wasn't able to work for 3 days. I was stuck inside my house, and if I'm not able to work, my companion's not able to work.
¿Se siente mejor, hermana?
She was just inside taking care of me, and I just remember all I wanted to do was get outside, but I couldn't because I was sick because of what I was allowing to come into my body. I did serve 15 months in Nicaragua. Because of civil unrest, they had to close down the mission, and I got reassigned to the Texas Fort Worth mission, and I finished out there. And a couple weeks ago, I returned home. But now, as I'm back from my mission, I'm still feeling these stomach pains, and as I eat, I am hungry, but once I take a couple bites, my stomach starts hurting, and I can't finish it. So I'm still seeing these effects from what I did in Nicaragua.
Hi, Riley. How are you doing? Welcome home. With Riley, there's going to be some further workup that we need to do, additional blood tests, possibly some stool testing and other imaging so that we can kind of determine where she's at. You know, based on her exposures, there is some concerns for parasites and protozoan infections and things that, you know, quite frankly, could stay with her the rest of her life.
La hermana Ward ha sido muy buena misionera, pero ella quebró las reglas de salud.
You can help people overcome anything through the atonement of Jesus Christ. And I think the best way to be able to do that is if you're totally obedient. And that means being obedient to the health rules in your mission.
It doesn't matter really where you are. You are going to be offered things and people are going to put things on your plate or in your water where you know you shouldn't drink it, you know you shouldn't eat it, and you need to be the one and have this power to say no.
I can remember telling her that these families have nothing and they're going to give you everything they have. Eat it, take it. I think the advice that I give her now is that it really isn't worth getting sick, and even if it's something that you're going to offend them, that it just provides an opportunity to find other ways to love this family.
Let me tell you, it's not easy saying no. Often the people you serve really sacrifice to feed you or to offer something to drink.
So how do you handle it?
If I were giving advice to missionaries today, I'd say think about what to say in advance.
Yeah, you know, in places where missionaries are issued portable filtration bottles, you could just hold it up and say, I'm so sorry, but we're not allowed to drink anything that doesn't come from this.
Good idea. And what I was thinking with food, you might as well just be direct and polite and say something like, that looks delicious, but I know it won't agree with my stomach. Thank you anyway.
The important thing is to think about it in advance. Talk to your companion and other missionaries. Our elders and sisters need to understand it's okay to say no.
That's right. Good health is all about the choices you make.
And the right set of habits.
And a culture of cleanliness.
So eat right with plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. Stay clean. Your food, your water, your apartment, your hands. And get plenty of regular heart-pounding exercise. For Vivian, Jerem, and the entire Safety Zone crew, I'm Spencer. Stay healthy out there.
Thanks for joining us in the Safety Zone. We'll see you next time.